And here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday, the 15th of April, 2018. It's the birthday of Henry James, author of 20 novels, 112 stories, 12 plays, and several books of travel and criticism. Born in New York City, 1843, father was a friend of Thoreau, Emerson, Hawthorne. Family traveled throughout Europe. When Henry James was in his 20s and writing short stories, he moved to Europe because he could live cheaply there, and he fell in love with England. He wrote, "The capital of the human race happens to be British." What he really wanted to be, though, was a dramatist. But one of his plays was poorly received, and James himself was booed on opening night, and that discouraged him. He never earned much money from his writing, nor did he win the acclaim that he had hoped for. His friend Edith Wharton lobbied for him to win the Nobel Prize, to no avail. And towards the end of his life, James got a generous advance from Scribner's for a new book, an advance that actually secretly came from Edith Wharton. It was on this day, 1802, William Wordsworth and his sister Dorothy were walking along the banks of Ullswater Lake, 9 miles long in the Lake District, and they happened upon a profusion of daffodils. Dorothy wrote down a description of the daffodils, and Wordsworth wrote the poem 5 years later that begins, "I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze." It's the birthday of Leonardo da Vinci, born Leonardo di Piero da Vinci in Vinci, Italy, 1452, best known for his Mona Lisa and The Last Supper, two of the most famous paintings in the world. But he left fewer than 30 paintings when he died, and most of those were unfinished. He was a perfectionist and a procrastinator, having worked on the Mona Lisa on and off for the last 15 years of his life. He was drawing up plans for inventions like the submarine, the helicopter, the armored tank, and the alarm clock, none of which came to fruition in his life. Here's a poem for today by Tony Hoagland entitled Disappointment. I was feeling pretty religious, standing on the bridge in my winter coat, looking down at the gray water, the sharp little waves dusted with snow, fish in their tin armor. That's what I like about disappointment, the way it slows you down when the querulous, insistent chatter of desire goes dead calm and the minor roadside flowers pronounce their quiet colors and the red dirt of the hillside glows. She played the flute, he played the fiddle, and the moon came up over the barn. Then he didn't get the job, or her father died before she told him that one most important thing, and everything got still. It was February or October. It was July. I remember it so clear. You don't have to pursue anything ever again. It's over. You're free. You're unemployed. You just have to stand there, looking out on the water in your trench coat of solitude, with your scarf of resignation lifting in the wind. A poem by Tony Hoagland, Disappointment, from What Narcissism Means to Me, published by Grey Wolf Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, supported by the Poetry Foundation. Throughout the month of April, their favorite poem project, Florida, invites Floridians to submit their favorite poem. Florida-based listeners can submit their nominations at poetryfoundation.org/favorite poem Florida. And by Progressive Insurance, working to make progress for more than 75 years. Engineered by Noah Smith, produced by Joy Biles. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.